you have been bent over. For all that time, she has seen only her own sandaled feet and the dust of the ground around her. Maybe the next 2 or 3 steps in front of her. Or maybe the feet of others as they pass by her in the marketplace. But never their faces, not their eyes, not really in a way you can connect. She can't straighten up without any pain. In fact, probably lives with a permanent kink in her neck, just straining to try to see enough to navigate her way safely through town. So she lives her life without being able to look up at the sky, without seeing a sunset, without being able to find the source of a bird's song that she hears in the trees, without watching the movement of the branches of that tree in the wind. We can hardly imagine how she copes, how she manages to make her way around the village market to do her shopping, how her basic household chores get done, whether she has a husband or children to look out for her, whether she even has a friend. We don't know the bent woman's name. I wonder if anybody in the synagogue that day knows her name. Or maybe she's just, that old woman that's always over at the side, the one who's always bent over. Oh yeah, I know who you mean, but I don't know her name. And she comes to be known only by what she lacks, named for her condition, her disability, the bent woman. She's below their field of vision. Maybe she doesn't count at all. I wonder if over all these years she hasn't even begun to see herself that way, to believe that she really is less. I wonder if her condition has bent her spirit as well, to the point that she too believes that this woman may well have had a spirit that has crippled her for 18 years, but she also has a spirit that at least this day has taken her to the synagogue, the place of worship. Maybe she's done that every Sunday of her 18 years of being crippled. She isn't coming to seek healing this day. I suppose after all that time, she's come to live with it at least, if not exactly accept her disability. But she comes to the synagogue, and I suspect that she comes in the same spirit as the best of the worshipers there, to hear God's word and the rabbi's teaching, to be close to God and God's people, to hear a word of hope from the sacred scriptures. Regardless, the bent woman that day does not approach Jesus, the healer. He notices her and goes to her, calls her, and declares, "Woman, you are set free of all that ails you." He lays his hands on her, and she slowly stands straight and tall for the first time in such a long time, looks up to the dawning of hope and a new day, and begins praising God. Presumably, he has seen her need, and out of compassion wants to respond in a way that frees her to this new life. What a wonderful moment for her, and we would imagine everybody who's gathered for worship that day. The bent woman can stand up, but not so fast. We don't want to give this any more time than it's worth, but let's just note the mean-spirited reaction of the leader of the synagogue. Now, let's not dump on Jewish leadership here.